Good morning, America. For our viewers in the West, life-threatening heat, the president's high-stakes decision, a shark attack survivor, and who doesn't love a Game 7? Dangerously high. More than 100 million on alert for extreme heat, with dozens of record-breaking highs, where we could see rare triple digits as severe thunderstorms slammed the Northeast. A teenager struck by lightning in New York's Central Park. Ginger is tracking it all.
High-stakes decision. President Trump's deadline for Iran.
Is he saying that if Iran does not come back to the negotiating table within the next 2 weeks, that the president will strike?
As Trump faces a deep division in his own party on what to do next, our Ian Panel is on the ground in the region, speaking with Israel's president.
Mayor kidnapping attempt? A 25-year-old arrested after police say he scaled a wall near the Memphis mayor's home. A taser, rope, and duct tape found in his vehicle. This, as an Ohio congressman says, a man tried to run him off the road.
You have an issue? Take it to our office. You want to run me off the road? That's a different story.
The growing concerns over the rise in political violence.
He wanted to kill me and my family.
ABC News exclusive with one of the jurors from the Karen Reed trial. Plus,
whether it's phone calls, text messages, emails, crazy Unabomber type letters to people's houses.
The witnesses in the case who say they've been targeted by Karen Reed's supporters.
Sherry Papini tells her story.
You've told massive lie after lie after lie for years. So why should people believe this version of your story?
The California mother of two at the center of the infamous kidnapping hoax. Now, what she claims happened.
It's time to tell the truth.
The 9-year-old girl who nearly lost her hand in a shark attack, and the quick thinking that helped save it.
And the two most wanted finally on stage together, Beyonce and Miley, stunning fans in Paris.
In the electrifying atmosphere in Indiana.
Halliburton, step back, three-pointer, it's good!
Now, who will take Game 7? Plus, Mr. Electric Boom. The new album dropping overnight that has us dancing into the weekend.
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Friday. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. A lot of new music to get to on this Friday morning. It sounds like Vincent Boone has another hit on his hands.
Yeah, absolutely. Good morning. Great to be with you this morning. Plus, we are helping you gear up for holiday travel with the 4th of July just 2 weeks away.
Can't believe it is right around the corner. We're going to break down what to expect on the roads and in the air, and you will never guess the most on-time airport in the country. I was surprised by this one.
Well, looking forward to hearing about that. But we're going to begin with the life-threatening heat that's sweeping across the country. And the severe storms overnight. Ginger, of course, is here tracking it all for us. Good morning, Ginger.
Hey, good morning. So more than 500,000 were without power at the peak of this because there are a lot of people impacted in the Northeast. We're talking about the trees down from Queens all the way through Philadelphia. But look at what was happening in New York. When you've got 60 to 75 mile per hour winds busting through, you're going to end up changing things, and not in a good way. This was New York's time lapse. And of course, this is the same storm, the severe storm that went through Central Park, and it created lightning that hit a tree. And unfortunately, a 15-year-old was sheltering under that tree, which we don't want to do in storms. Thankfully, he is okay. He's in the hospital with some severe burns. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania also had the trees down. And in Bethesda, Maryland, you had power lines falling into that truck, and it went on fire. Thankfully, no, everybody was okay there. Now behind this, it's all about the heat. From New Orleans up through Green Bay, we've got heat advisories. Minneapolis, extreme heat warning right now. But those extreme heat watches go from Detroit, Pittsburgh to Philadelphia. What I want to point out is that it peaks in the Midwest and the Northern Plains here on Saturday. Look at Minneapolis, at a record possible on Saturday of 97. But here are the heat indices, which you're also going to feel like 107 here on Monday. And Rebecca, it has been 13 years since we've hit the actual temperature of 100 in New York or Philadelphia. We're going to get close Monday, Tuesday.
Wow, and pay attention to those heat advisories, Ginger. Yep. Thank you. We're going to turn now to our other top story, the showdown with Iran. President Trump is weighing a possible attack on Iranian nuclear facilities, saying he'll make a decision within the next 2 weeks, but indicating that a diplomatic solution is still on the table. Let's go to our chief White House correspondent, Mary Bruce, for more. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, Rebecca. Well, the president has now given himself a 2-week deadline to make this high-stakes decision whether to strike Iran. We are told he's hoping this gives the Iranians, quote, time to come to their senses and come back to the negotiating table. The big question now, what happens if they don't? This morning, as Israel and Iran trade fierce blows, and after weighing his options over several tense days, President Trump is now giving himself 2 weeks to decide whether the U.S. should strike Iran. The president holding out hope for negotiations as European leaders meet in Geneva today with the Iranians to try and jumpstart talks. I asked the press secretary if there's no progress in the next 2 weeks, does that mean the U.S. will bomb Iran? Is he saying that if Iran does not come back to the negotiating table within the next 2 weeks, that the president will strike?
The president is saying that he will make a decision whether or not to go within the next 2 weeks. It's very clear and direct.
Is he seeing any inklings of progress that give him that hope that talks are still possible?
Well, that's why he said in the statement that I just read for all of you, based on the fact that there's a substantial chance of negotiations that may or may not take place with Iran in the near future, he will make that decision within the next 2 weeks.
What makes him think there's still a substantial chance?
I'm not going to get into the reasoning and the rationale. The president believes that, but that's his position, and he will make a decision within the next 2 weeks.
But the pressure to make up his mind only growing. According to a source, the president is troubled by the deep divisions in his own party about what he should do, hold out for negotiations or join the attack. One key advisor who's been urging restraint, Steve Bannon, spotted at the White House yesterday shortly after posting this clip.
Netanyahu, just finish what you started.
One source telling ABC News Trump is trying to psych himself up, convince himself that whatever he ultimately decides to do is warranted. The president's new 2-week timeline, a blow to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who has been pushing for the U.S. to get involved. Only the U.S. has the 30,000-pound bunker buster bomb capable of penetrating Iran's nuclear site 300 feet underground. It's never been used on the battlefield, and there are concerns about how effective it would be. Netanyahu now publicly putting his trust in Trump to make what he says is the right choice. Now, sources tell ABC News that a key issue weighing on the president's decision here is how much time it will take for additional U.S. military assets to arrive in the region to defend American interests if needed. And that could take several more days. Whit.
Mary Bruce for us, thank you. And as President Trump weighs his options, Israel and Iran are now in their 8th day of trading attacks. Let's go to our chief foreign correspondent, Ian Pannell, in Tel Aviv for the latest on the ground there. And Ian, you spoke with Israel's president.
Yeah, that's right. Good morning, Whit. The president, like other Israeli leaders, laying the blame for attacks like this one at the doorstep of Iran's supreme leader. And while President Trump waits for talks to take place, the reality on the ground is there's no end in sight to this conflict.
Overnight, a new wave of strikes in the Middle East. Fires in southern Israel after an Iranian ballistic missile attack. And state broadcasters in Iran reporting air defense systems intercepted Israeli drones over Tehran. Israel launching multiple attacks across the country. The civilian death toll rising on both sides, though most deaths reported in Iran. Israel and Iran both issuing evacuation orders to residents in each other's country, warning that operations may be taking place. As some in the Israeli government talk of regime change in Iran, I asked Israel's President Herzog how this war could end.
What are your war goals? What does victory look like?
Victory looks like removing the Iranian nuclear threat.
Just the nuclear threat?
And that's the main focus of it. We did not declare other elements. Of course, it's also the missile program, because the missile program is supposed to take the bomb on a missile and fall on us and eradicate the state of Israel.
This morning, European diplomats meeting with Iranian officials in Geneva to try and find a negotiated end to the conflict. But Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi saying they won't talk with anyone while Israel continues to attack.
Well, President Herzog also saying to me, I asked him about these talks taking place. He, like other Israeli leaders, describes them as legitimate, but they're insistent. Just look at what happened here, that Iran's nuclear missile capability is removed before talks take place. Michael?
All right, Ian, thank you so much for that. And we're going to turn now to the growing concern over a rise in political violence here at home. Well, this morning, a man has been charged with attempted kidnapping of the Memphis mayor, and another lawmaker in Ohio said the man tried to run him off the road. Our Chief Justice correspondent, Pierre Thomas, has the details and the big picture. Good morning, Pierre.
Michael, good morning. We're tracking 2 cases overnight that are disturbing reminders that the nation's elected officials had better be paying attention to their security. This is the 25-year-old man police say scaled a wall in Memphis Mayor Paul Young's neighborhood late Sunday night, going directly to the mayor's home, knocking on his door. Authorities claim he was acting nervous and wearing gloves. And later, when arrested, they discovered a taser, rope, and duct tape in his vehicle. The mayor, his wife, and 2 young children reportedly at home. The mayor, clearly concerned, later posting this statement on Instagram. In today's climate, especially after the tragic events in Minnesota and the threats my wife and I often receive online, none of us can be too careful.
You have an issue? Take it to our office.
That's Ohio Congressman Max Miller, who is Jewish, saying a man just tried to run him off the road.
Some unhinged, deranged man decided to lay on his horn and run me off the road when he couldn't get my attention to show me a Palestinian flag. Not to mention death to Israel, death to me, that he wanted to kill me and my family.
The incidents come amid a disturbing increase in political violence nationwide. The country's shocked by the apparent political assassination and shootings in Minnesota that killed one state lawmaker and her husband, and that left a state senator and his wife shot multiple times. That 25-year-old suspect in Memphis, identified as Trenton Abston, he's been charged with attempted kidnapping and stalking. He's due in court later today. All these cases have elected officials across the country on edge. Rebecca?
So much. It has to stop. We have to see the humanity in each other. All right, Pierre, thank you. We're going to turn now to new data overnight from AAA. Will Reeve is here with the holiday travel forecast. Will, 4th of July weekend, 2 weeks away, and it's going to be another record.
It is, yeah. It's all coming up very fast. Good morning to all of you. And it's that time of the year, the 4th of July travel forecast. AAA predicting an all-time record number of people, over 72 million venturing at least 50 miles from home, with a record 5.84 million flying to their destination. That's up almost 1.5% from the same period last year. And if flying or busy airports aren't your thing, prepare for company on the roads. A projected 61 plus million people traveling by car. That's almost 1.5 million more people driving than did so last year. And we've reported on rising oil prices related to the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. Right now, the average price of gas is $3.20 a gallon, but AAA says summer gas prices are the lowest they've been in 4 years and 24 cents per gallon less than this time last year.
All right, and we'll take that. I was super surprised by the most on-time airport. This new information out today.
It's quite a surprise, Rebecca. So it had a closed runway and air traffic controller shortages and those multiple incidents of equipment outages. It's just been a mess, but Newark Liberty International Airport has been the most, wait for it, has been the most on-time airport in the country since that runway reopened at the beginning of the month. Almost 84% of flights have arrived within 14 minutes of their scheduled arrival time, which is super specific, but hey, they claim to be the most.
Come visit us in New York and fly to Newark.
Well, with everything they've gone through, good for Newark.
Exactly. I am happy to see it as well.
Okay,
Thank you, Will.
You got it.
Work well done.
Exactly. Appreciate that. We do want to turn now to the 9-year-old girl whose hand was nearly bitten off by a shark. She and her parents are now talking about this terrifying incident off the Florida coast. Sam Champion here with that. Brave little girl.
Yeah, the whole story, though, just hang on, because we're about to tell it. Good morning, you guys. Good morning, everyone. So it's a peaceful scene. Imagine just watching your daughter snorkeling in some shallow water, but suddenly she's screaming, and the water is filling with blood. That's what happened to one Florida family, and now they're talking about those frightening seconds.
This morning, the 9-year-old Florida girl who nearly lost a hand in a shark attack is sharing her story.
I was just snorkeling and tried to take me away. Then I pick up my hand and it's all in blood.
Leah was with her family near Boca Grande.
There was so much blood in the water right next to me. I mean, in that instant, I knew it's a shark attack.
Leah airlifted to Tampa General Hospital, and doctors there fast, performing the operation less than an hour after she arrived, saying they used blood vessels from her leg to help restore blood flow to the hand.
Immediately to be able to stabilize the wrist and be able to stabilize that base so that we could then work on getting blood flow back.
X-ray showing much of Leah's hand was detached from her wrist. Doctors inserting temporary pins and saying now Leah can even move some of her fingers.
I was holding her hand in my hand,
and I didn't think there was any chance at all of saving it, and I'm just so thankful to the surgeons for making such a miracle.
Talking during this piece, I'm amazed that they can take blood vessels from one place and use them someplace else. Leah's doctors now says she has a lot of physical therapy ahead because she's had extensive damage to her tendons and nerves that you're going to need rehab to heal both of those things at the same time. Leah's mom, Nadia, says that Leah has watched documentaries about sharks and it actually may have helped her because she knew what to do. She got out of the water really quickly and then she didn't panic. Now, when she...
That's amazing.
Truly, right? Because even I would have panicked. So when asked if she would get back in the water, she says yes.
Wow. Get back in.
Yes.
Good for Leah.
Yeah, good for her. That's right. All right, thank you, Sam. We're going to turn now to the NBA Finals and the Pacers forcing a Game 7. Woo-hoo. Yeah, Morgan Norwood is in Indianapolis. Good morning, Morgan.
Wait, did I hear a woohoo back in the studio? It sounds... You were pretty much matching the adrenaline here in the arena last night. I mean, the Pacers, they fed off of a fired up crowd. But the big question this morning, guys, can they duplicate that momentum from last night and carry it with them into Oklahoma City?
Overnight, the Pacers forcing a decisive Game 7 in the NBA Finals.
It's good!
Indiana coming into the night facing elimination against the Thunder with questions about the health of their star, Tyrese Halliburton.
Spot launches and hits long three-pointer from Halliburton.
Allie and the Pacers answering early and never looking back.
It's good! It's good at the buzzer!
TJ McConnell doing what he does.
And point guard TJ McConnell, steady and scrappy, coming off the bench, scoring 12 points.
I saw your dad hyping you up throughout the game. It's obvious that he's one of your biggest fans.
Yeah, he's super proud. I love him so much and wouldn't be here without him. So it's a special moment for him and glad he gets to share with me.
The hometown crowd, a sea of yellow yesers on their feet for most of the game, including Pacers legend Reggie Miller, embracing Halliburton at half court. Indy dominating the Thunder 108-91, and now both teams looking for their first NBA championship.
It's a one-game series now, and man, we believe. You know, we got a lot of faith in this group. So take care of our bodies, get ready, and Game 7 NBA Finals. What more can you ask for?
So a really tough game for the Oklahoma City Thunder, but the good news is that they're heading back to their home court. Game 7, you can watch that right here this Sunday on ABC. It is all on the line, guys.
Yeah, I know what I'll be doing on Sunday.
Game 7.
Game 7. Here we go. Love a Game 7. That's right. And there you're here at the desk with us. You're here because you're bringing us a big surprise from Perry.
Yeah. Are you guys ready for it? So two of the biggest musical artists out there, they have a song together. They just performed it together for the first time on stage. First time they've ever done this. We're talking about these two, Beyonce and Miley. We'll have more for you coming up.
All right, looking forward to that. And also this morning, new at 7:30, the driver who took a wrong turn on a popular tourist destination.
Plus, Matt Gutman is in Boston, where everyone is still talking about the Karen Reed trial. Matt, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Michael. And jurors are now starting to speak out. And we spoke to one of them last night who described to us the evidence that clinched her vote to acquit Karen Reed, and also the witnesses at the very heart of the defense's alternate theory. They're speaking exclusively to us. All that coming up.
Thank you, Matt. We are looking forward to that.
We have a lot more coming up on this Full Desk Friday. We'll be right back.
Cozy.
We are getting into it here at GMA. Welcome back. Michael's doing a little dancing. That is Benson Boone, and he just dropped his video for Mr. Electric Blue. It is from his new album, and Lara has more details, hopefully more music as well in pop news ahead.
He's getting his money's worth out of that blue jumpsuit.
It's working for him.
Yeah, absolutely, it is. But first here, new at 7:30, tensions growing in California after a federal appeals court ruled President Trump can't keep control of the National Guard troops deployed to Los Angeles for now. Governor Gavin Newsom saying that he will press forward with his lawsuit challenging Trump's move. Also, the last American hostage held in Gaza is back in his hometown of Tenafly, New Jersey. 21-year-old Idan Alexander was freed last month and arrived yesterday to an enthusiastic welcome with people lining the streets. It's believed there are about 20 living hostages still left in Gaza. And take a look at what happened to a driver in Rome here, taking a wrong turn. He ended up on the iconic Spanish Steps. What? The 80-year-old driver tried to slowly make his way down the steps. That didn't work, obviously. Eventually, he got stuck and the car had to be lifted off using a crane. Police say the driver tested negative for alcohol. But the GPS in Italy is a little tricky in Rome.
I don't know what to say to that. So we're going to move on.
Yes.
Now we're going to move on. Now to an ABC News exclusive with a juror from the Karen Read retrial, explaining why she voted to acquit Read. She spoke with our chief national correspondent, Matt Gutman, who joined us from Dedham, Massachusetts. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Michael. That juror taking us right inside that jury room, and she said it wasn't a single piece of evidence that convinced her to try to acquit Karen Read. It was the totality of what she said was the sloppy investigative work that she said made it impossible for the prosecution to prove that Karen Read hit John O'Keefe with her SUV or that there was even any collision at all.
This morning, after that verdict heard around the country,
Is the defendant not guilty or guilty?
A juror explaining why she voted to acquit Karen Read of that second-degree murder charge for allegedly ramming her SUV into John O'Keefe during a blizzard in 2022.
A collision did not occur. I can't assess the motive to this sloppy police investigation.
And the toughest moment for her? Hearing the derogatory text messages about Read sent by lead homicide investigator Michael Proctor just hours after he got the case.
It was incredibly hard to hear that language. It was upsetting.
ABC affiliate WCVB speaking to juror number 11, Paula Prado, who initially thought Read was guilty of manslaughter, but changed her mind as the trial went on.
As the weeks passed by, I just realized there was too many holes that we couldn't fill, and there's nothing that put her on the scene, in our opinion, besides just drop John O'Keefe off.
The defense suggested but never proved that O'Keefe may have been killed inside this house owned by Brian and Nicole Albert and mauled by their dog Chloe. The Alberts say they only found out about John's death when Jen McCabe, who is Nicole's sister, barged into their bedroom.
She was just upset, and I immediately thought something had happened to one of her children or one of my children, because why else is she in my bedroom at 6:30 in the morning right now?
And what did she tell you?
She said, John's out front. I think John's dead out front. I said, what the are you talking about, Jen? And I'm like, who? I didn't know.
You still didn't piece it together.
I didn't understand what she was talking about, because why would John be out front of my house?
So massively confusing. There are police officers, EMTs on your front lawn. You're an officer. Why don't you just go outside and investigate or take a look?
I'm not a Canton police officer. I'm a Boston police officer. I was just woken up out of a cold sleep from hanging out the night before. By the time I came downstairs, the police were already in my house. John was already gone. There was nobody to save. I would have taken a bullet for John O'Keefe.
The group, which was together the night John O'Keefe died, speaking out after years of silence to set the record straight.
Why speak out now after the verdict?
We took what we thought was the high road. Right. Let the court do its job.
The Alberts deny these allegations and say their children have been targets of threats and harassment by Karen Read supporters.
Free Karen Read!
Hold on. Have each of you been called murderers? Like actual murderers?
Oh, yeah, on a daily basis.
There have been threats to your lives. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Whether it's phone calls, text messages, emails, crazy Unabomber type letters to people's houses.
Brian believes the targeting of witnesses in this case sets a dangerous precedent.
And what's the blueprint?
The blueprint is pick out witnesses, destroy their reputations, attack them, malign them, torture their kids, torture anybody that ever knew them, make them not testify. And while doing so, taint the jury pool.
Nicole, you've been very quiet throughout the interview.
Yeah, I'm just very sad. What has happened to all of us? It's just heartbreaking.
Now, the primary blogger who'd been filming and following those families has already been indicted on over 10 counts, and if convicted of witness intimidation, could face up to 20 years in prison. Now, it does not appear at this point that the prosecution is inclined to reopen this case to look for new suspects, and I spoke this morning with the defense, who told me that this case is as, quote, dead as a doornail. Guys,
All right, Matt, thank you so much for that. We appreciate you being there for us.
Now with Sherry Papini, in her own words, the California mother of two at the center of the infamous kidnapping hoax almost a decade ago, now claims she actually was abducted. Nightline co-anchor Juju Chang is here with her story. Good morning, Juju.
Well, good morning, Rebecca. When Sherry Papini was found shackled, bruised, and branded, she told investigators she'd been kidnapped and tortured. But after a DNA match with her ex-boyfriend, she admitted she lied and served time in prison. But now, 8 years later, she says it was not a hoax after all. The question is, who's going to believe her?
I was taken against my will and held captive for 22 days and tortured and brutalized. Everyone continues to say that it's a new version of events. It's not.
This morning, Sherry Papini, who pled guilty to lying to investigators, says this time she's telling the truth.
What is the real accountability here?
I think everyone involved in this case has culpability here, not just me.
If you recognize her, it's because her mysterious disappearance launched a 22-day manhunt. Her recovery captivated a Northern California town and the country.
Are you chained up? Yes.
Papini told authorities she was kidnapped while out for a jog by two Hispanic women who chained, beat, and branded her. But the harrowing tale, a hoax. Authorities say Papini wasn't actually abducted. Instead, she staged her disappearance with help from her ex-boyfriend, James Reyes. In 2022, Papini pled guilty to making false statements to federal agents and served 10 months in prison.
To be clear, there was one thing that I lied about. Everything else was accurate and true. I lied about the identity of my captor.
In her new self-published book, Sherry Papini Doesn't Exist, Sherry claiming that she was held against her will and assaulted by James Reyes, which he denies.
You've told massive lie after lie after lie for years. So why should people believe this version of your story?
I'm not actually asking anyone to believe anything. I just am free now, and I have the capacity to speak for myself without being afraid and without having to lie and not being as fearful as I have been before.
Papini says she never told police the truth because she was afraid of James Reyes. And also afraid of her then-husband, Keith Papini, who she now says was emotionally abusive and controlling, allegations Keith vehemently denies.
Prison was far safer than the consequences that I would suffer if my ex-husband found out I was having an emotional affair. I prefer prison over telling Keith Papini that I was having an emotional affair.
Sherry and Keith are now locked in a bitter custody battle over her visitation rights to her two children.
What are you trying to say to Keith in all this?
You have to love your children more than you hate your ex. Just love them more than your hate for me.
What would you say if James is watching?
It's time to tell the truth. I've done it. I've suffered for it. You watched me burn for it. Go to prison and lose custody of my children and ruin my entire life. And it's time to come forward and tell the truth to everyone. He knows what happened.
James Reyes has never been charged in the case. He's not responded to our request for comment. In a statement, the Shasta County Sheriff's Office telling ABC News James Reyes was interviewed extensively by the FBI and Shasta County's Major Crimes Unit. Not only was he fully cooperative and forthright with his answers, but he passed a polygraph in verifying his statements.
Why write the book now?
There are several versions of what happened out there. This is mine. This is my words. It's backed by loads and loads of evidence, and my heart is in it. It's vulnerable.
Now, in addition to those 10 months in prison, Sherry was also ordered to pay $300,000 for costs associated with the false kidnapping. She says she's hoping to pay it all back and earn the right to get more than just supervised visits with her kids. Sherry Papini Doesn't Exist is available now on pre-order. And of course, guys, you can see more of my interview tonight on Nightline.
Wow. Okay.
Good interview,
Thank you.
Judy.
Yes.
Thank you.
You asked all the right questions that we want to know the answers to. Why would we believe you now?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
we'll be watching. Juju, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Now with our play of the day and two of the most wanted superstars, they duet together. Lara, you got the story.
I see what you did there. Good morning, everybody. So Miley Cyrus was in Paris over the past few days, and her fans were hoping that she would show up at one of Beyonce's 3 shows there for her Cowboy Carter tour. Well, sometimes dreams do come true. Miley joined Beyonce, making a grand entrance. There she is, rising up onto the Stade de France stage to perform their Grammy-winning duet, Two Most Wanted. Take a look. I mean, how cool would that be if you were at that concert? You're already in Paris, you're already at a Beyonce show, and now this, and it's the first time on tour that Beyonce has brought out a Cowboy Carter collaborator. Miley posted on social media just this morning, writing, "To have learned from you and loved you my whole life, and then to be standing together in matching gold looks is more than I could have imagined." And that song, guys, Two Most Wanted, was actually written by Miley 2.5 years ago. Beyonce asked her if it could be included on her album. The rest, as they say, is history. Beyonce is now halfway through her world tour. She has 2 more shows in Paris, then she's back here in the U.S., and she wraps up on July 26th, guys.
I gotta see that. My whole family saw it. I didn't see it.
It was so good, such a moment. All right, we've got a lot more pairings coming up. Ed Sheeran is teaming up with 2 big superstars for a brand new track to Brad Pitt's new movie. Lara tells me that anyway. Yep. Ooh, that's Benson Boone dropping in a brand new album and a video overnight. It's all coming up in Lara's Pop News.
Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. Dangerously high. More than 100 million on alert for extreme heat with dozens of record-breaking highs, where we could see rare triple digits as severe thunderstorms slammed the Northeast. A teenager struck by lightning in New York's Central Park. Ginger is tracking it all.
Can weight loss be contagious? The unexpected positive side effect from popular weight loss medications, from cooking with your kids to working out together.
I thought we could do this together. This is a great way to get him motivated.
Patients reporting their families are getting healthier too. Plus, how to talk to your kids about body image.
Jaws still making waves as we celebrate the first summer blockbuster's golden anniversary. The new way you can dive into the history of the hit.
These are my confessions, gotta let it burn. And we're excited that Keke Palmer is here live, talking about her new music and her new movie with Eddie Murphy. And she's saying,
"Good morning, America."
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Friday. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. That's a cool shot.
It is
coming
a cool
to the studio
shot.
like that.
Good music too.
Oh yeah, Keke Palmer's here. We were sitting at the desk. We were like, "What can't she do?" Right. There's nothing she cannot do, but she has so much to tell us about this morning, and we're looking forward to catching up with her.
Yes, we are. She's crushing it from every angle. Meantime, the bargains keep coming from Tori Johnson this morning. Skincare and beauty deals and steals from your top requested brands, plus some new brands making their deals debut. That is coming up.
Yes, but first here, a look at the top stories breaking at 8, starting with the life-threatening heat sweeping across the country and the severe storms overnight. Ginger is tracking all of it. Ginger, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Whit. So nearly 400 severe storm reports, so many of them clustered in the Northeast. We lost more than 500,000 customers without power at the peak of it. And this was the storm that blasted through New York City, the lightning that hit Central Park, and one 15-year-old is in the hospital this morning after sheltering under a tree and being struck. Now, we also had downed trees in Philadelphia. We had them all the way down to Washington, D.C., and the damaging wind is now gone. But today, the damaging wind threat goes from Stillwater, North Dakota, right through Bismarck and Fargo over to Duluth. It's later this afternoon and evening, and behind this, and kind of bubbling up underneath that, is the heat. We're talking about the peak of the heat here in the Great Lakes and the Midwest or the Northern Plains. Minneapolis could see a daily record at 97 on Saturday, but look at some of those other numbers, like 103. That's an actual air temperature. So your heat indices could easily peak up around 110. So that's what your body actually feels, and that's why we pay close attention to it. New York City and Philadelphia, guys, have not seen a 100-degree temperature in 13 years. And we could do it. We'll get real close on Monday and Tuesday, but we'll definitely feel hotter than that, Michael.
Wow, that is something. I didn't realize that, Ginger. But thank you. And if you can stay inside in those areas. And we're going to turn now to the showdown with Iran. President Trump is weighing a possible attack on Iranian nuclear facilities, saying he will make a decision within the next 2 weeks, but indicating that a diplomatic solution is still possible. Let's go back to our chief White House correspondent, Mary Bruce. Good morning again, Mary.
Good morning again, Michael. Well, the president is now giving himself this 2-week deadline to make this high-stakes decision whether the U.S. should strike Iran. Now, he is holding out hope for negotiations to end Iran's nuclear program. A source saying the president is hoping this gives Iran time to, quote, come to their senses. But I asked the press secretary, does this mean that if there is no progress in the next 2 weeks, that the U.S. will bomb Iran? And she wouldn't say. It's also not clear what progress exactly the president would need to see in these next 2 weeks to decide to stay the course and not get the U.S. involved. But the pressure is certainly only growing. As he weighs this decision, we're told Trump is troubled by the deep divisions in his own party over what he should do, hold out for those negotiations or join in the attack. Now, one source says he's trying to psych himself up to convince himself that whatever he decides to do is warranted. Now, the president's new timeline is certainly not what Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu was hoping for. He's been pushing for the U.S. to get involved, but now Netanyahu says he trusts Trump to do what he says is the right choice. Rebecca.
High stakes timeline ahead. Okay, Mary, thank you. We're going to turn now to the latest on the Sean Diddy Combs trial, resuming this morning after a 2-day break due to a juror calling out sick. Our chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Katursky, is at the courthouse as always. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning to you, Rebecca. That juror called out because he or she was experiencing symptoms of vertigo. And we're still waiting to see what the judge does about a different juror who had communicated about his jury service when he shouldn't have. That was discussed in a closed courtroom. Word still got out, and the judge wasn't happy about it when the attorneys said they didn't know how. Judge Arun Subramanian said, well, someone is lying because the courtroom was sealed. Prosecutors have just 2 more witnesses, including Brendan Paul. He's a former assistant to Combs who will be asked about claims he carried drugs and weapons for him. He may also face questions about items found in Combs' homes in Miami and Los Angeles. The jury has seen these images: guns, baby oil, and more. Prosecutors could rest their case as soon as today or Monday. Defense attorneys said they expect their case to last between 2 and 5 days. And guys, look for the judge at some point as soon as today to ask Sean Combs whether he plans to testify in his own defense. Guys.
All right, we'll see what he has to say about that, Aaron. Thank you. Coming up in our GMA Morning Menu, the unexpected side effect of popular weight loss medications, the surprising ways they're helping bring some families together.
Also ahead, big Benson Boone news. His new album and video dropping overnight, and Lara has the details in pop news.
Plus, GMA Out Loud with a look at queer couples supporting each other and their dreams of becoming parents. And Sam and Lara are here with a very special guest. Good morning, guys.
Keke came home.
Right.
Yeah.
Fabulous. It's kind of wonderful.
Yes.
Now, there's a new song out.
Yes, my confessions and my album. Keke.
And an upcoming movie with Eddie Murphy. And news about a fan favorite. The woman does it all. We'll hear it all coming up on Good Morning America with Keke.
Back now with our GMA cover story and a question many are asking thanks to the popularity of weight loss medications. Can weight loss be contagious? Many families are finding everyone benefits when one person starts taking the drugs. Our chief medical correspondent, Dr. Tara Narula, is standing by. But first, she has the story we first saw in the New York Times.
When 42-year-old Kaya Griffin Thomas started a GLP-1 last year, she expected to lose weight. But she didn't anticipate an improvement in her family's health.
It's so good. It's so good.
Her children, ages 6 and 8, are now assisting mom with meal prep.
I allow my children to help me wash and chop and season the vegetables. And they get to choose which vegetables we're having. Oh, my little sous chefs.
Getting them involved is not only helpful,
it's made it fun. You know, they say, oh, Mom, this tastes so good. Oh, I did such a good job with this. Oh, I can't wait for Daddy to taste this. It's amazing. You think he'll take it to lunch? They're so excited about eating healthy.
Approximately 6% of the U.S. population, about 20 million people, report taking a GLP-1 like Ozempic or Wegovy, with patients reporting an unexpected side effect. Their families are getting healthier too. Chicagoan Amy Kane says her healthy eating habits have rubbed off on her family. She says she's dropped more than 170 pounds since starting Mounjaro 3 years ago.
We definitely don't order in like we used to. And I think I just am more mindful of making healthier recipes.
And while her husband has never struggled with his weight, he is feeling the effects too.
He feels like he feels better because we don't order out as much.
Minnesotan single mom Yelena Kibasova has incorporated weightlifting into her routine in order to maintain muscle mass on her GLP-1. What gets her moving is her 12-year-old son Andre, who's a hockey player looking to build some muscle himself.
I thought we could do this together. This is a great way to get him motivated. And he's also like a little helper type of dude. And when I tell him like, Mom can't motivate herself to exercise, could you help me? He's just like, oh, totally, I'm in. Like, I will help you out.
They lift weights in the basement together 2 to 3 times a week.
So it was beneficial because he felt really proud of himself. It's awesome.
And Dr. Narula is with us right now. And Doc, thank you, first of all, for being here. And also, these conversations you got to have about body image with your kids when one of the parents is on a weight loss drug. How do you have that conversation?
I love this topic because I have 2 young girls. My husband's a plastic surgeon, and we have family members on GLPs. So we are very careful and cautious about how we talk about body image and weight with our kids. And I think the biggest message is you want to build a healthy, strong body, a body that's going to carry you through athletics, through college, through childbearing years, and into your aging process. So it's really about healthy and not the appearance on the outside. We talk to them about how obesity translates in the future into cardiovascular disease and diabetes and cancer risk. Again, what happens on the inside that you can't see. We talk about the fact that obesity is a chronic disease. Finally, in this country, we are admitting that that is what it is. And therefore, the same way that we treat high blood pressure with medicine, sometimes we tell our kids we need to treat obesity with medications. It is one tool in our toolbox. And then, we're very careful about talking about appearances. A lot of times in families, you comment on yourself, you comment on someone you see on TV, and we really try not to do that in front of our kids. And then if a child comes to you and says, am I overweight? Am I obese? You really want to have that conversation where you say, why do you feel this way about your body? Tell me what's going on. What can we do to support you? And really listen. Maybe there's something happening at school or online that might be pushing them to have those feelings about their own body.
And I love seeing a mom who's working out with her son 3 days a week. I worked out with my dad when I started at 13 years old, probably about 5 or 6 days a week. He really pushed me. But, you're a mother. You're a cardiologist. How do you have these conversations with your kids about healthy nutrition? Where does that start?
Michael, the biggest gift, one of the biggest gifts you can give your kids is teaching them about nutrition. The same way that we teach our kids about finances, about how to study, about safety. This is something that is going to be a foundation that they take with them for the rest of their life. I see so many adults who are relearning or learning how to eat properly, and it's very hard when you're older to change those habits. So that's the first thing. I think the second thing is showing them what is a healthy plate. You really need carbs and protein and dairy and fruits and vegetables, showing them how much. Reading labels, I can't underestimate how important that is. When you go to the grocery store, my kids know how to compare cereals, and you can very quickly tell this one has this many added sugars, this has this much protein, and suddenly 2 cereal boxes look very different. And I think cooking together as a family, sitting down at mealtime together, turning the TV off if you can, so you can teach them to be mindful, right? So you're not just eating and eating, you're paying attention to when you feel full, buying healthy snacks, teaching them about that, managing stress and sleep. And then, yes, exercise is a big one. We exercise together in our family too on the weekends. And I will say also a nutritionist can be a really valuable resource for not just kids, but the whole family. So everyone learns how to do things the right way. It can be hard when people are all approaching things differently, and the nutritionist can really set the table for how you want to eat as a family.
And the basics is be an example, if anything.
A great model.
Can always be a role model to your kids.
Right.
Doctor Narula, thank you very much, as always.
Time for pop news, Lara.
Yeah, it's Friday vibes.
Oh, yay.
All right,
Everybody's clapping.
We're going to start by celebrating our Barbara Walters. Tell Me Everything. That's the name of the documentary on the news legend's groundbreaking career and pivotal role in the history of journalism. The documentary comes out on Monday, but we have an exclusive clip for you just this morning. This is Bette Midler reflecting on her friend Barbara's life and what made her so special. Take a look.
I think what made Barbara Walters different from most of the other interviewers was that she always found a way in. She always did her homework, and she always put you at ease and then would sort of go in for the zinger.
What about drugs?
I don't really like them. I can't do them.
See, I think there are people who'll see you on stage and think that's where it comes from. That
no. Oh, no, that's totally natural.
That is just a little snippet. This documentary is so good.
It was so fun watching it with you because we both loved her.
Yep. Absolutely. Barbara Walters, Tell Me Everything, begins streaming this Monday, June 23rd on Hulu. Cannot recommend it enough.
Don't miss it.
Also, pop news this morning, everybody. This summer marks the 50th anniversary of the movie Jaws, 1975, baby. And this morning, the Academy Museum in Los Angeles is revealing they're planning a larger-than-life exhibition worthy of the film to celebrate the impact of Steven Spielberg's classic thriller that's made such an impact on Hollywood and the way movies have been made in the years since. Take a look.
The incredible staging of Steven Spielberg, such a profound cinematic lesson in how much you can fear what you can't see.
That's the scariest part of Jaws. It's like the unknown.
She all of a sudden disappears.
It was horrifying. It is seared in my brain, a temporal imprint, and also one of the most exciting things that I've ever witnessed.
It is a perfect film.
It is a perfect film. And the exhibition honestly sounds pretty perfect as well. It features behind-the-scenes stories, interactive experiences, and more than 200 original props and costumes from the movie, that many of which have never been put on public display before. Jaws, the exhibition, will be on view starting September 14th. It runs through July 26th, 2026.
Ginger's live shot yesterday was
Yes.
so great.
Oh,
yeah. So great.
Martha's Vineyard.
I think I'm gonna watch it again. I have a long flight. I'm gonna watch it again just to scare myself.
Yeah.
Frighten myself even more for the watch.
Yeah, that music alone.
Yeah.
And then also the new film F1 starring
Yes.
Brad Pitt.
Oh.
It's gaining more and more traction as it gets closer to its premiere next Friday.
See what you did there.
And this morning, we can report, thank you, the soundtrack for the film is led by Ed Sheeran.
Wow.
Sheeran has been giving us new singles left and right, it seems, from his upcoming album Play. And now this one for the film is appropriately called Drive. Listen to this. It's really good.
Right.
You like it?
Michael, he's got this angry look on when he's listening to it. He's got his vibe on.
Look at Michael's face. Oh yeah! Wow.
That's like driving to New York City. That's how I look.
They really should have cast you. And if you guys listen closely, there are some pretty high-profile artists giving Ed an assist on the song. Yeah, there they are. Foo Fighters' Dave Grohl on the drums, and on guitar, John Mayer, like one of the greats. As you guys know, I love John Mayer. He also produces the song. Drive streams everywhere today, now, and the full F1 album will be released on June 27th, same day as the movie. It's supposed to be really good. And then I'm going to just kick into high gear here to talk about some more new music to help us kick off the weekend. Not that we really need it around here. Benson Boone, baby, thank you for this one. The singer dropping his new album overnight. This is called American Heart. And for good measure, he also released a music video to go with it called Mr. Electric Blue, the single. Here it is. Benson getting some good use out of that electric blue jumpsuit. Wait, oh, there it is. That jumpsuit that he wore when he wowed the world at the Grammys this past February. Benson saying overnight he wrote the song about his dad. Mr. Boone sounds like a very fun guy, Mr. Electric Blue. Benson Boone's new album, American Heart, features 10 tracks, streams everywhere now. By the way, his sold-out tour kicks off August 22nd in St. Paul, Minnesota. I am in. He's fantastic.
Sam, you want one of those blue
I
suits.
do. Michael, how did you know what I was thinking?
You want one of those.
I want one. I want him to put them in production. All right.
Merry Christmas.
I just am visualizing you in the
All right, Tori, I'm coming.
Go.
Tori, summer is already starting, and you've set us up with all the bargains already. This is the last day?
This is the last day, but we are going out with a bang because
we are starting with one of your favorites, Lawless, my obsession.
Everything's 50% off.
Yes, forget the filler. This is the lip gloss that gives you that plumping effect without the sting. You wouldn't know about that, but us girls really know about that.
I might
this
enjoy
is
it.
phenomenal. You might, that's true. This is phenomenal. You know what you would also enjoy? Their skin plumping line smoothing foundation.
Yeah.
That's what this is. It's literally like a second skin. It's full coverage, but it's weightless. So perfect for summer when you want to look fabulous, but you don't want that caked on thing that's going to start dripping down your
Because
face.
the sun's going to show it if it's caked on.
This is phenomenal. All 50% off starting at $11. All
right.
Okay. Go Pure. This is a GMA viewer favorite. So we've got a big variety of their tightening creams. So #1 seller for them is their Tighten and Lift Neck Cream. They've sold more than 1 million jars of this, but we're not stopping at the neck.
Okay.
We've got Sculpt and Tone Arm Cream.
Yay.
And then we also have Firming Butt and Thigh Cream
I need
here.
all of this
This
right
is their
now.
newest launch, and we've got it here. So you guys are gonna have to try and tell me what you think. All of these products, affordable, efficacious, clean formulas, 50% off, $12 to $19.50, which is like phenomenal.
Anytime you can use efficacious, I'm in. All
Yeah,
right.
you're in. Okay. Liz
Liz
Earle.
Earle.
So I'm excited about this, making their deals debut. This is owned by the same company that owns #7, which you guys know.
Which I love.
Which you know. So this is one of the UK's premium cleansing brands, and their most popular 150 Beauty Award product is that one right there.
Wow.
Cleanse and Polish. I like the name, Hot Cloth Cleanser.
Yeah.
So it comes with this cloth.
Yeah.
It's this linen cloth that you're gonna get warm. You're gonna put the formula, the cleanser, right on dry skin, and then the steam creates this kind of spa-like experience as it gets rid of everything and leaves you with like the most radiant glow. Everything from this line's great, but that's the product that I've tried that I love. All 50% off plus free shipping.
Free shipping. I'm sorry. I was
Okay.
still at the steamy.
I know you were at the
I just love the whole
experience.
idea. Hi.
Okay, Korres, one of our favorites. This is the original. This one's Seed to Skin skincare.
Yep.
They make really phenomenal products. They are beloved by people in this studio. One of my favorites is this one. It's the Santorini grape. The other side.
Other side,
Yeah,
okay.
this is the side. That's the side that
Okay.
shows. Rub that in. It feels so good. It's phenomenal. Also, another new thing that we haven't had before. This body firming serum spray. I told you guys yesterday on my crepey skin era, so I'm adding this one to cart. But everything
Well, I'm
from
already
this line.
using the firming butt cream,
I know,
so I can
we're
use
gonna
that
look
too.
fabulous.
All right,
All
just wait.
50% off plus free shipping.
Okay, free shipping.
Okay, Maylove. So last time I had Maylove, sold out really fast. We've got a couple of their most popular products. This Glow Maker Vitamin C Serum for brightening and wrinkles, phenomenal. This one right here, the Peptide Squad, so popular, it comes with a warning.
People will stare.
People will stare.
No one
Watch
likes
out.
that.
People will stare. It's that good. These have sold 15,000 reviews. It's a phenomenal one. All slash and half starts at $16.50. And then finally, you guys know DermaFlash. We've got two of their great devices. One that is dermaplaning, that's going to take off the dead skin. The other is going to help clear pores instantly. Both of them leave your skin like a smooth canvas.
Yeah.
It is fast, fabulous, 50% off.
That's
and
what you
free
want.
shipping.
Free shipping. So just go to our website, goodmorningamerica.com. Get all this because summer starts right away. We partnered with all these great companies on these deals, and you can get them on our website.
Welcome back to GMA, live from New York City.
We are back, and that is new music from one of our favorite people, singer, actress, and member of the GMA family, our girl Keke Palmer.
It is so good being with you guys.
It's always good to be here. You know, I woke up with a smile on my face because I knew I was going to see you. And you know, Keke, I've got to say this part because you have the new visual album, Just Keke. It just came out overnight, and we're so glad that you're here this morning. Seriously, you make us so happy. Look at you know, come on now.
Yeah, that's
we were honestly at the desk early, and we're going, what can't she do?
Yep.
And I've known you a long time now, and you're like my little sister, and I am amazed at everything that you do. I'm driving in this morning, I listened to the album, and then I'm like, oh, you went there.
Oh,
you really went there. 'Cause you have this song called My Confession, and you talk about that moment where you went on stage with Usher in Vegas that went viral. And you say that this song kind of gave you closure in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can tell your truth, own your story, I think it helps you as a person, and especially as an artist. That's what it's about. It's about transmuting. So for me, it was not even just that single, but you know, the whole album really marks this time period in my life and becoming a mother and you know, all those things that changed me.
Yeah, and I love how you always have owned everything, but you're really taking ownership now, and it's like you've transcended. And you said something like about usually work is about a mask, and now it's about a mirror.
Yes.
And I loved that so much.
Yeah, and I call my fans my miracles because I feel like they've seen me before I even see myself, and I can only hope that I'm able to reflect even some of their same experiences just as I'm living my own. You know, I think the deeper that we get with ourselves, the deeper we can get with others. And that's definitely what happened with me over these last few years. With my son.
Really did.
Thank you so much. I'm really so grateful because I never knew I could be here. You never know what's on the other side or how you're going to get there. And sometimes it can be chaotic, but when you land, you're like, ooh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
And then you know you can get there again, too.
Literally, you know, oh, wait a minute, I can never really lose myself. I'm always going to be with myself, no matter how many different versions of myself I become.
Yep. That's wonderful. And last time you were with us, we were talking about your movie with SZA, One of Them Days.
Yes!
So fun.
That was so good. I'm so happy.
Yeah, and it's so good that there's a lot of talk about a sequel. Can you share any news with us?
Well, I've been talking with Issa. She's working on something else right now, but we've been putting our producing hats together and going to get back with Sarita, who wrote the first one, and just see, you know, what we're going to come up with and where our girls have landed. You know what I mean? What kind of one of them days are they going to have
you gotta follow that up.
Yeah.
And you said you shot it really quick, but it was like kind of magic in a bottle.
It really was, honestly. And sometimes it's like, you know, again, you didn't plan for it to be so short. We did it in like 22 days, but with getting my schedule together, SZA's schedule together, that's what we had. And it was really fun. We knew when we were on there, we were having a good time, but you never know how the audience will respond. So we were very happy that they enjoyed it too.
Being within 10 feet of you is just magic energy. You are so, I just want people to understand how special you are. And really and truly, you're just special. We were talking about you've got another project called The Pickup coming out. It's with Eddie Murphy and Pete Davidson.
Oh my gosh, yes. It was so cool working with them. And I feel like working on The Pickup right before One of Them Days really helped me because seeing Eddie's situational improvisations was remarkable. Everything is so rooted in truth. And it's like, as I was watching him, I was picking up and just observing everything I could. And then seeing him and Pete together was awesome. Plus, I get to play a villain in this. Could you believe that?
You're a villain?
I get to be a villain. Don't you just miss Strahan, Sarah, and Keke?
I need to know what's happening in that thought.
You don't want to know. There's a lot going on over here in our minds. Our boy Leo, 2 years old.
Guys, every single day as he gets older, he's talking, his personality's coming through. I did a photo shoot recently, right? And I'm sitting on my lap, he's sitting on my lap, and he literally just starts going, and I'm like, son, what's going on? As soon as the camera goes, he's like,
so he's
he's performing.
Hold on. So he's following you into the business.
I would literally live for that.
You would love that.
Oh my gosh, I would love that so much. I have so many ideas for me and Leo. Mommy and Leo going adventures, like anything. I would just love that. I love seeing Blue and all Beyonce's girls, Rumi. They're up there with her. It's just the best. So if I could have something like that with Leo, it would make my dreams come true.
You've made everything like a family affair. Even you have like an interstitial on the album. What would Sharon say, which is like your mom?
Yes.
What your mom would say, and like all these different things.
Yeah, you know, I do feel like it's a family affair. You know what I mean? My family, they've been such a big support for me. They've helped me, and I will be honest, I'm a bit of a meta artist, so I love, you know, it's like, is it real? Is it fake? Is it, you know, what is it? Life imitating art, art imitating life. I love playing with that because like the fabric is the veil is so thin. So I love playing with that, and that means making everybody in my life a part of everything.
Yeah.
But one thing you try everything, and you're great at it.
Yes.
What can't you do?
Sit down.
Okay, that's good.
Although you're doing it great right now.
Thank you. This is really hard for me.
That was the answer I didn't expect. You got me on that one. Well, Keke, you're always welcome here. We're always happy when you have something coming up because it's always fantastic. The album, you have to check it out. I was banging it on the way in here. It's Just Keke, which is Just Keke, and it is out now, so make sure you go pick it up.
Celebrate a little Pride Month, GMA Out Loud. For many queer couples, the pathway to having children can come with its own specific kind of challenges, which is why a lot of people in the LGBTQ community turn to their friends, really, lean on them, and redefine what it means to be a family. Ali Fell and Lisa Bocuzzi found love in the fitness studio.
I felt like I could totally be myself. She knew everything about me, almost to the point where I feel like she knew me better than I knew me. So I was just like, oh, yep, this is definitely the person.
After marrying in 2022, the couple soon beginning a journey to start a family.
We talked about it for probably the first year we were married before we kind of even started doing any research on it.
It took a minute to grasp everything that goes into it because there's so many steps. Once the train left the station, we were just all hands on deck.
The couple turning to in vitro fertilization for help.
Everyone can tell you all the things that they experience, but until you experience it for yourself, the exhaustion, the morning sickness, it's like, oh, this is challenging.
But it wasn't challenging to identify a sperm donor, one of their best friends, Justin.
I was just joking to them that if they wanted my eggs, they could have them and we could work out a trade. And Justin actually said, oh, that would be interesting. And it's just been such a gift to be able to share this with two of our best friends.
Pointing is her thing.
Their daughter, Louisa, is now 9 months old, but this is not the end of the friend story.
We started talking about having a family before we got married.
Justin and his husband, Johnny, dreamed of having children of their own, and in a full circle moment, turned to their friend, Lisa, for help.
With bringing kids into the world, creating this big, unique family, I think we have no choice but to continue to make this a bigger and stronger friendship.
It isn't something I see all the time.
Dr. Ariel Baer watching and aiding both couples in their IVF journey.
And it just shows so many families look different and are built in different ways. It's very, very special.
For Johnny and Justin, who are currently beginning their 3rd cycle of IVF, the road has been long, but they're hopeful for the future, one that will always include their special connections.
And seeing them with Louisa and having them send us videos and pictures, it's sort of like that light at the end of the tunnel for us. We're just so excited to be able to get to the next step for us as well.
Congratulations to all. Ali and Lisa did that interview with us on their 3rd wedding anniversary, so a big congratulations to you. Dr. Baer says the path may not be right for everyone. What we just showed you may not be right for everybody, but to have honest talks early so you can be clear and aligned on what your goals are and what your friends' goals are. It's important to have boundaries and future plans for the child and figure out what support system around you, what that will look like. So do your homework when it comes to finding the right fertility doctor, reproductive attorney, that's important, mental health professional, and care coordinator as well. It really does take a village. As many of us know, it takes that village to build the family, raise a family. It's just, you know, it's a little more complicated, but a family, to have a family and to have love is an amazing thing.
Truly.
All right. Hey, Ginger, what's up?
Hey, okay, so Sam, now we have a special message from best-selling author Laura Dave. Take a look.
I'm so excited to share the title and the cover of my new novel, the sequel to The Last Thing He Told Me. Thank you to all the readers wanting to know what was going to happen next. This is the answer, and it's for you. The first time I saw him, coming January 2026.
The first book was a juicy thriller, so we're really looking forward to the new one.
Right now, we're going to talk to the man behind so much Disney magic for decades. Bob Weiss spent 40 years as an Imagineer, even becoming the president of the division. He is here now to talk about his latest book. It's called Dream Chasing. Thank you for being with us.
Hi.
It is so nice to meet you.
It's so nice to see you. Thank you so much.
And I know that this book covers your whole life, your career at Disney, so many great stories, but you say this is not a memoir.
It's really a book about dreaming and people who have big dreams. And I really wanted to encourage people who have big ideas, big dreams. I got the privilege of working in one of the biggest dream factories in the world, Walt Disney Imagineering, for 35 years. And what we found, I think, is that people have dreams, people have great ideas, but you need to be in an environment that really instills that in people and gives them an opportunity to grow those dreams. Otherwise, they just kind of fall away.
Yeah.
So everybody, I think, can use that encouragement. That's what the book's about.
So there were just 2 Disney theme parks when you started with the company. When you ended your career, there were 12. So would you say that this book is like the ultimate insider's guide to a glimpse into the magic?
I was very lucky, you know, myself and Wendy Lefkon, editor from Disney publishing, we really revealed a lot, all the way through to Shanghai Disneyland, the last park that I worked on, the cruise ships, hotels. It's really an open story about how those projects work, the people who work on them, which are amazing teams, and how you take something from a crazy idea to reality.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want to share with everybody, the CEO of Disney, our parent company, the iconic Bob Iger, how special was it for him to write the foreword and say that you left an indelible mark? You left an indelible mark on Disney.
Well, you could not have a better mentor than Bob Iger.
Yeah.
He inspires teams, inspires us all, and always pushed us toward thinking big, dreaming big. Never just do the easy route. That's the way Bob is.
Yeah.
And he believed in China, believed in Shanghai, believed in Star Wars, all these huge projects we were working on at the time.
Yeah.
And when you're working on something big and it's really hard, it's great to have a mentor like that.
Absolutely. And the man behind it all, Walt Disney.
And Walt Disney.
He once said, it's kind of fun to do the impossible. Do you agree with that?
It's kind of fun to do the impossible. Not all the time, hopefully, but we did lots of projects that at some point in the beginning, in the middle, toward the end, they felt like they were impossible.
Yeah.
But if you have big dreams and you have people who are willing to create an environment where they can be fostered and stewardship and really made to happen, you can do it. You can do the impossible.
And it's it's fun to do the impossible, and it's even more fun for us who get to enjoy it because everything feels so easy and delightful at Disney, which
it's all
is just
done by the time you see it.
Right. It's that. But what a testament to the hard work that goes on to bringing those dreams to life.
7 years on Shanghai Disneyland. 7 years of lots of people working through the mud and through the construction and all that. And by the way, Bob Iger coming over so many times and just walking through the mud with us and just making you feel like, don't worry, it feels like it's impossible.
Yeah.
But the dream is big and we're going to deliver it.
And look at it now. I have just a personal question. So being an Imagineer all your years, do you have a favorite character or movie? Like what's your Disney secret favorite?
The Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion? That's a good one.
I even wrote a book about the Haunted Mansion, about a ghost dog. But I just love the Haunted Mansion, and I grew up half an hour from Disneyland.
Yeah.
So, and I worked at Disneyland. I was a popcorn vendor out on the street with guests all summer.
Is that?
And you got to be in Disneyland all day. So I love Disneyland, and my favorite attraction is completely Haunted Mansion.
All right.
However they did that, I don't know, but they did an incredible, impossible job.
Well, and thank you for all the impossible magic that you've made. Really, so great talking to you. And congrats on the book.
Thank you so much.
Everybody, check it out. It's called Dream Chasing, and it's available now. Coming up, we're popping into a beloved Dallas coffee shop to find out what fills your cup. We'll be back.
We are back now with our series, What Fills Your Cup? All week we have been celebrating our new studio by dropping by local coffee shops around the country. And this morning we are in Dallas for our finale. Let's take a look at Full City Rooster's story.
Good morning, America. This is our coffee roasting studio.
Quaint, cozy, and a warm-up of coffee.
Full City Rooster is a special place because it is the community coffee shop.
Full City Rooster is a community hub.
Here you go. This place really just feels like home.
And everyone is welcome.
You know, everybody here, they're always so friendly, and you come here enough times and they just know what you're gonna get.
Fellowship with friends, meet new people.
It's an incredible place, so if you haven't been, show up. As Rihanna say, pull up.
I love her so much.
We got to pull up and we got to get some of those sunglasses.
Yes.
We're joined now by the owner of Full City Rooster, Michael Wyatt. Welcome. Cheers, Michael.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, America.
It is so great to see you and all of your customers, and we're really enjoying our coffee here. Tell us what's in our cup.
It's the Guatemala and the tasting notes. I think what you're picking up is the love.
I'm picking up a lot of love in this cup. Thank you, Michael. One other thing we love about your coffee shop is the art. You feature local artists' work there.
That's so cool.
Yes, we're very fortunate that local artists and patrons shared their work with us. I believe that personal expression is the core to building a community and creating a safe place for everyone. And speaking of art, a local artist, Rion Nurse, is here, and he created something for you and to welcome you to your new space.
Oh, come on.
Can we bring that on?
Oh, yes, please.
Right, let's do that.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Did you paint this last night?
I gotta get a little closer.
We love this.
That is so good.
Yeah, they got the gap in the teeth
Yeah,
right. Great job.
Michael, right there.
I had to walk up and see that. Okay, great job.
Thank you. Is that Riel? What was the name of the artist?
Rion Nurse. You can find me at dreadsoftly.com. Local artist. Appreciate the time.
Well, you're very
thank you.
talented. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for our Mount
That fills our
Rushmore.
cup.
It does fill our cup. Thank you so much to Full City Rooster. Cheers to all of you.
It has been an incredible first week here in our studio. We want to thank our crew for, the transition, making it seamless. We want to thank you at home for watching. Really appreciate you.
Have a great weekend.
Bye, everybody.